What's up, guys? Creighton here from LogicLounge.com with Matthew Arvalo, who is, I guess, the founder of LootCrate, co-founder of LootCrate. What is LootCrate?
So LootCrate is a premium subscription service for geeks and gamers. So if you're an enthusiast and you like everything from Star Trek to Halo or Mario Brothers to Superman, anything in that mix, kind of like what Comic-Con has become. It's not about just comics. It's like, you know, all pop culture. That's what we do. We give you that experience every month in a box and we ship it out to you. So it's a mystery. You're not sure what you're going to get. We curate it around a theme. It costs less than $20 a month. And then a big part of Loot Crate is also the community called Looters. So people are uploading unboxing videos and taking photos and everything, and it's a whole experience. And in the future, we're going to expand beyond just a subscription box and be the place where you go to buy this kind of stuff as well. So the kind of stuff that you see in the box, or that's a little bit bigger than what can fit in the box, we're going to be able to do that for you.
All right, so you have a Loot Crate right here. Yep. If you want to open it up and show us, kind of give us examples of what we find inside, and this is practically how it comes to you, right?
This is exactly, yeah. This is how we pack it, and we just open it here. You know, from the QR codes. Some people are like, who really uses QR codes? But what we do is every month we change that, and we have a mobile app with over 10,000 downloads. So it has like its own little mini community, and on that app is a QR code scanner. And so we're like, hey, so we may as well put a code on there. And when you scan it, it takes you to a special piece of content every month. Same as if you put, well, I'll show you after, but there's a code in the box as well. And we have our hashtag here of #LootCrate. So the experience really starts when you first open the box. So, you know, it kind of walks you through like the perfect unboxing. It tells you that, you know, documenting, sharing, and enjoying is all like part of the experience of it. This is not just a box that comes to you and you're like, okay, I get this stuff. You know, it's all about experiencing it with you.
It's all about the community interaction. It's all about sharing what you have to people.
And everybody's super happy to, you know, to wait that period every 30 days to get their box, because they know in between there we're going to be showing movie trailers, you know, doing quizzes, really interesting things like keep things moving in between, and it makes that time go by really fast. So in here we have a card that explains everything that's in the box. We have a little copy that kind of like explains, you know,
what everything is basically.
Yeah. And, you know, typically when people do unboxings, they're like, oh, I'm just going to toss this aside. But some people do go in here and read everything. We have like a photo contest we do, and it's kind of a shout out to all the companies we work with as well. So this previous month we had a series of figurines from DC. So we had like Batman, Superman. Everybody gets the same thing in their box, just variants of it. So if we do a Star Wars themed box and we have a bobblehead in there, some people are going to get Yoda, some people are going to get C-3PO. So it kind of adds to that whole sense of...
So even every month, somebody could be getting something different, but still along the same lines of what's in the box.
Yeah, a misconception, because there are boxes that do this, is that I'm getting just a certain value of stuff in my box, and it's whatever Loot Crate decided to put in there. That's not what it is. You know, we curate everything, and you're getting obviously items that are worth more than the value of what you paid for, but you're just getting variants of it. And it leads people, I mean, honestly, you know, it's part of our business. You know, if someone got the Batman, they really wanted Flash, well, you can go to our site and get a surplus crate. Maybe you'll get Flash, or maybe you'll, you know, purchase it from us in the future. And all this stuff, we work directly with the companies. We pay for a lot of the stuff. Sometimes we get good deals because it's you know, it's a mutual thing. So we have this Batman figurine.
All right.
Then there's this question mark cube mints. So what we also like to do is to put in like candies, mints, things that can obviously go through the mail.
Edible.
Yeah. The stuff that'll survive, you know, with the USPS, and we also go to Canada. But things that you can like enjoy afterwards. So in this case, you know, this is a tin that opens up and the candies are in there. But you can put stuff in there. You can keep this on your desk as it is, and it's a nice like tin, you know, like collectible. And it was important for us to have things that people will enjoy to have on their desk or to show off to their friends. So that's why we also do shirts and apparel.
Yeah. So enjoy in the long term, not just when you get it.
Right. You know, anybody can put like a caffeinated like kind of food or like some kind of gum. We want stuff that people can use afterward to like decorate and show off their desk. We also had, so the Peril this month was this 8-bit bow tie. And so for people who don't know how to tie bow ties, you know, it clips on the back and adjusts. But this is an example of something that comes in the crate, right? You know, it's a good material. It's nice stitching. It comes in a plastic. You know that like, you know, this is, no one's been touching it or anything else like that. You know, it comes out in it goes right in the box. And we actually worked with this black tie geek company, and just did a big order with them. And so we've had fun seeing a lot of videos of people with cats and dogs or like stuffed animals. Like even if like the bow tie isn't a thing for you, people that find interesting ways to do it. Like we've had girls who like convert them into like hair ties and stuff. What else we got here? We work with a company. This is like an example of a digital good we have in there. So instead of just having it on a piece of paper and saying, "Hey, here's a code you can use somewhere," we want to give that feel. Like, I got this. Like, this is worth $10. So
it wasn't just printed off a printer and thrown in.
So we worked with a company called Pure Nintendo, and they have an online magazine for iPad and Android. I'm sorry, iOS and Android. And they kind of have taken up the realm since Nintendo Power is no longer there. So if you're into Nintendo, you want to see like reviews, but they also have like trivia and quizzes and everything. So this this code is worth a year-long subscription. So the box itself is less than $20, and right here for $10, you're already getting a good chunk of that back.
Yeah, so you're getting a huge value back for subscribing.
And companies like working with us because we took their logo, but we designed the card ourselves. We said, hey, just give us the codes, we'll put it all together for you, we'll make it so it looks really nice, so people have it and use it. And the good thing is because we have such an active community, the amount of people who actually like redeem it is really high as well. So they loved it because they got a lot of people to be able to see their magazine, and we loved it because we were able to give something that was a great mix of geek and gaming, right? You like gaming, Nintendo, you're a geek, you have a mobile device, or you got a digital magazine, and so it was a good fit. Then we have this cord wrap ninja. So we found these. They're these little ninja guys, and they were in different colors. And this is just so you can like wrap your headphones and stuff in. People also just put them on their desks as like decorations and stuff. But this is an example of like a smaller kind of item that goes along with some of the bigger stuff to continue to add value to what was in the box. And then lastly, because we have two things actually. So we have these
stickers.
Three things. So we have these inanimate object stickers. So what these are for putting on like your cell phone or stapler and things like that. They're just kind of like funny eyes and stuff like that. And it's another and mounts. It's another example of something where we want the community to take photos and wanted to share it, right? So instead of just, hey, here's a sticker, put it on your whatever. After they put it on there, it looks funny and everything, so they share it on Instagram and like it.
It goes again to the theme where you want people to share just beyond getting the box.
Correct. Yeah, and so it kind of pulls everything together. And then we had this papercraft Iron Man. So we actually worked with the guy who created this, had it printed out really nice, and then you cut it out with like an X-Acto blade. You're really careful. And a little glue, and then you get this nice little pop-up Iron Man. But we were looking for something that we could put in the crate that people can interact with, that fits in there, but also was around, the Iron Man movie was coming out. So that we put that together.
Very nice. And then we got this little towel here.
Yeah. So May 25th was Towel Day, which is kind of like a semi-official Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy theme. So
always carry your towel with you.
That's right. So we have these towels made that say, don't panic and remember your towel. And so these are great for going to the gym, but it's another kind of like mashup of the whole like don't panic thing with the flower pot and everything. And some people were like, ooh, a towel. Like when we talked to people, when they saw it, they were like, no, this is cool, I'll use this, it's something that's interesting to have. We typically do when it comes to goods that we print on, like shirts and things like that. We've also done wristbands. So this is like a Konami code wristband that has a Konami code on it. This is a split personality wristband. It has geek on one side and gamer on the other. So we'll come up with ideas and then work with companies to manufacture them. And now we're working with local artists and artists all around the country who are doing really interesting designs. And then they don't have the capability to produce apparel and things, or mouse pads and stuff like that off of it. So we work with them. And yeah, there are websites out there that if you're an artist, you can submit your stuff. But you're not really sure, like, are people going to go to the site? Are they going to buy my design? If we work with you, you know that 10,000 plus people in that 30-day period, once we commit, we come to a partnership, there's going to be 10,000 people that are going to get in something with your design on it, opening it up and sharing it on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and everything.
Now, if people want to subscribe to LootCrate, where do they go?
LootCrate.com, and they can find out all about LootCrate there. We have 1 month, 3 month, and 6 month subscriptions. And you can also see previous things that are in the crate.
And and I know a lot of people are overseas. So where do you guys ship?
In the U.S. and Canada right now.
Okay.
We're looking to do international because we do sometimes like caffeinated stuff or. And honestly, because we do all licensed stuff, like this question mark cube isn't just like someone who's like, oh, we're gonna take that Mario cube and like make a candy. It's like licensed, by Nintendo or licensed from Nintendo, and the
So
company.
it's just a lot of legal stuff, basically.
There's stuff that sometimes these companies have the right to do it in the U.S. and Canada, but there's another company that does it in the U.K. So because we've only been around for 10 months, we're still establishing those relationships. But we hear people loud and clear, especially since we work a lot with YouTubers who have an international audience. We get like, oh, come to the UK, come to Ireland, come to Japan, come to Singapore, and we will. We're just we want to make sure that everybody gets the same experience, right? So even with Canada, we had like a pilot program because we weren't sure how customs would work and everything. So we asked people, hey, give us a shot. We're going to slowly open the gates open, and now we're open to Canada because with a partnership with the U.S. Postal Service. And the Canada Post, we know that things will get there. They have tracking numbers and all that kind of thing. So once we know that we can take that same experience and branch it out to an international audience beyond Canada, then that's when we're going to do it. We'd rather move slow and do it right than try and get as big as possible and then have little hiccups here and there.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for that. LootCrate.com is where you guys can go to figure all. Subscribe if you really want to. I did today, right now. For more of our VloggerFair videos, go to youtube.com/LogicLounge, and we'll see you guys next time.